Hey, got back from watching the live action Disney's Lion King. And, okay, to, save you a lot of analysis, as usual, telling you what I thought, summary, right here at the beginning. I liked it, but that's hardly a surprise. I like a lot of things. Very positive. But anyway, basically, I think, personally, it held up to the animated version. Mostly. I think I had one major gripe. And, obviously they remixed all the songs. And most of them actually sounded pretty good in their new versions. But, what they chose to do with Be Prepared, perhaps the most powerful of all the songs in the Lion King soundtrack, maybe. But what they did in this live action version was basically not even make it a song. It says a couple lines from the song, but for the most part it's just Scar talking out the plan with the hyenas, and that it didn't sit well with me. For the most part, everything else turned out fine. We got to know a whole society. And it's like, they did a whole lot more character thing, like a whole society, this whole Hakuna Matata cult on the outside. Not just Timon, Pumbaa, and Simba. It was a whole bunch of animals that decided to live together and not worry about things, and which makes sense. You find others like you, and then you can just build on that. But that's a nice touch, where there's this whole group of Hakuna Matata people, not just Timon and Pumbaa. Anyway, it was fun. Possibly the least troublesome of all of the Disney live actions so far. I like the Jungle Book, though. Nevertheless, there were good moments. Good moments that were different, good moments that were the same. But that's the ones that were the same. The reason why they were good was because they were the same. I very much liked this live action rendition of Macbeth with lions. We give it a hard time. But the basic plot, of course, is like Macbeth. But anyway, I had a great time. Think you'll have a great time. Maybe not. But, yeah. It's my opinion. You're entitled to your own. I do think a lot of the CGI is beautiful. At least I think so. You definitely know what you're looking at. You see that, it's like, that's a lion. It almost looks real, except for the fact it's talking to me right now. And they added little details that fit the animal societies in question a bit, which I enjoy that. The hyenas are led by a matriarch, which, if you know anything about hyenas, that's true. The females usually run the show in hyena packs. Whatever you call hyena. Is it a pack? It doesn't matter. But apart from answering to Scar, she was the leader of the hyenas. And is basically only following Scar because of the deal. Stick with me and you'll never go hungry again. Yeah. And it's the songs are fun. There was I feel that there's probably one or two moments that are only fun if you've seen the original. Because there are a few moments where they actually do a joke that the other one, that the animated didn't, fell short of doing. But they went ahead and did it for this live action. And they asked, like Pumbaa went on this little rant about his problems with gas and not being accepted as a child because of it. And he said a line that was cut away in the animated. And this one, he said it and then asked Timon, is like, "You're not going to stop me?" "No, I'm not going to stop you. You disgust me." And it's like, that's another thing. The chemistry between the characters is fun too. Not usually the sort of thing that happens with the live action. I like how the live action movie does not seem to tell a... It does not seem to convey a message like the a secret agenda like a lot of the other live action Disney movies do. This one seems to be pretty on point with the original. You might argue once or twice some minor thing like self-importance or things like that. But that's not a bad message to throw in. And you kind of could have drawn that from the animated. So, yeah, I don't think there was an agenda this time. Which happened in a few of these live-action Disney movies. And it could soil people's opinion of it. Ultimately, I think it's fun. Do I still prefer the animated version? Yeah, kind of. But I think this is worth a look once, at least. Just to see how they did things differently, how they did things differently, what could have been, what might be better, what might be worse. It's just a retelling of a story you already know. Or if you're brand new to The Lion King and you haven't seen either one, pick one. They're both good. So, yeah, it's short and sweet. I really don't have much else to say that I can think of right now. The songs are a hit or miss. Personally, mostly hit. The remixes still found good, still were good, and I was still singing along with them. When it opened, the movie opened the same way it did in the animated. And I knew of at least a few people in the audience that belted along with the movie soundtrack. Myself included. Guilty. It's fun. And, yeah, so you'll have fun. If you really don't want to spend that much on a movie ticket, just wait till it's on video or on TV. But I think it's worth it. Just because movie night at a theater is not just a show, it's an experience. You go for you go for everything that comes with the theater. Otherwise, you might as well just stay home, you know? It feels like an event, and if you don't watch movies constantly, it is an event. But anyway, that's it. That's all I can really think of. So, calling this review to a close here. Never bothered with star systems, or else I would have given this a star rating of some kind. But it's good. I think it's worth it. That your opinion, your mileage may vary. Anyway, until next time, people, stay tuned.